Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Right, I want to show you this. Look at this. Do you see his face? He is shook. He has had a disgustingly stressful morning for a little lad who's not even two yet. That is my nephew. That is Eddie, right? And I'm looking after him today. I'm babysitting him. This morning, about an hour ago, taking him outside to have a little look round the garden, I popped the kettle on to make a cup of tea. In the couple of minutes that our backs turned while I'm making the tea, he has unfortunately assaulted my mother's flowers. He's picked all the flowers and buds off them. I can't explain it. It's an act of aggression, right? Maybe they offended him with their beauty. Maybe he found it funny, like that scene from The In-Betweeners. It doesn't matter. He's a lad. It's just, he's expressing his aggression. He's a lad. That's fine. He's young, right? Anyway, my mum's come down a little bit later to water them, and she has just lost her stuff, right? She is screeching like a banshee out there. I've gone out there, and she's blaming me for it, how I should have watched him, like I've somehow encouraged him to sabotage the flowers or something. Oh, do me a favour, you're being pathetic, woman. Anyway, I've brought Eddie into the living room, right? Settled him down with some Ben and Holly so he can recover from this disgusting outburst. And I've gone out there, and I've got out there just in time in my kitchen, which overlooks the garden, right, to see my mother grabbing my two tomato plants out of the grow bags and dumping them, uprooting them and dumping them on the lawn. I'm out there like a shot confronting her, and she is trying to claim that it's somehow in some demented world like equals pequals, you know. I've got my comeuppance because I wasn't watching Eddie. It is totally incomparable, the two situations. I'm explaining that to her. Flowers are little slovenly sluts, you know. They're sitting there all hoochie coochie with their little open gashes open. Oh, come in to me, Bumblebee, and sample my nectar, right? They are sluts. They are nothing. They are show-offs sitting there in the bloody wind entrancing bumblebees and wasps into them, right? A vegetable is sustenance. It is to feed people. I was growing them for the benefit of the family, not to sit there and look good, right? It's ridiculous. It is not equals pequals. Honestly. And the worst thing about it, right, the thing that gets me most is she's recently emotionally blackmailed me not to move out of this house, saying she needs me to eat because of her arthritis and stuff. The arthritis is so bad, it's meant to be so bad she can't help and cook or anything, but no, she can grab my tomato plants out. Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. There's that fly has just landed on me again. This is driving me mad. These flies, the impertinence of the little pests, they just land on you willy bloody nilly. This is not a rant about flies. It's not a rant full stop. It's a ligma I want to talk to you about, right? This whole thing that's been going around, ligma balls and stuff, right? Stupidly, I should have Googled it. Loads of people were saying it to me in the stream, so I just sent them a tweet, what's it about? Right? And now everyone thinks I'm stupid. Someone has kindly explained it to me in a DM. It's just a pathetic joke. It sounds like Lickma. It's like that whole Seymour Butts and stuff. It's a play on words and it's gimpy. I do not like it. And because I tweeted it out there without thinking about it, right? Now people think that I'm stupid. They're all trying to wind me up like I'm being trolled by them. And that's not what's happening. The only reason I didn't understand it is because I'm on a higher intellectual plane. I didn't think the joke would be that pathetic, you know. I'm not a gimpy little virgin like the people who find that funny. And before you say, oh, you're ugly, how could you not be a virgin? I've had intercourse with 11 different women now, and the people who are saying it are basically, the only cranny they've seen is their mothers on the way bloody out, right? And actually, that's the thing, if you keep annoying me with this, you know, you better make sure you don't, because my attentions will turn to your mothers, you know, judging by the poor grammar and spelling in your bloody tweets, you're all from broken homes, so maybe I will take an interest in your mothers, you know, your dad's been gone a while now, you know, she'd welcome a bit of YouTuber length and I'd give it to her. I'd give it to her gladly, you know, I'd give it to her well, and before you bloody know it, I'm your stepfather and you answer to me. So yeah, you need to think carefully about your actions because you're winding me right up. It's pathetic and it's not funny. My nephew, Eddie, is here. He's in the living room with my mother at the moment, so he's not exposed to my anger. I just need to get it off my chest, right? I've gone over to my sister's, the one that I like, to pick him up, because I'm looking after him for today. It's why I'm vlogging. We're going to do loads of good stuff, right? Anyway, walking back home through the park, walking along this little pathway, this hill down, right? I suddenly hear this, it sounds like a herd of wildebeest coming down the hill. I look over there, and it's this kid. He's about 8 years old, fat little twat, right? Running down the hill straight at the buggy. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Before I know it, he's right there. I've had to reach down and restrain him before he smashed into the buggy and put my nephew in danger. All right? He starts squawking at me. Yeah, let go of me. Like, you're going to Smash the buggy over, you need to go round or wait till I've moved. Anyway, his mum starts sauntering down the hill calling him, Thaddeus, what you expect your child to turn out like if you call him Thaddeus, alright? Anyway, I explain, you need to go and get him, he's about to tip the bloody buggy over. She's like, he's very strong-willed, we don't like to restrain him. What the hell are you going on about? This is the problem with Bristol, mental people who just let their children run wild like they're free-range bloody chickens or something. Anyway, he's pushing against me, and I'm worried, sweaty with my anger, I'm worried that he's going to tip the buggy over, he's going to bash into it, so I'm forced to take evasive action. I shoved him, and long story short, he fell over backwards, and due to his poor hand placement, he ends up putting his hand in a nettle, and he starts screaming about it and crying and stuff. Well, you got what you deserved, you repulsive fat little twat. Honestly, I hope he goes to school and he's got little nettle welts on his hand all day long. No one messes with bloody Eddie. He's my nephew, he's my kin. I will not allow it. Idiot. Anyway, on the plus side, we're on our way to the chip shop. Probably the best chip shop in all of Bristol. It's called the English Takeaway. Haven't been here for a little while, but they do something called pea fritters. If you find a place that sells pea fritters, you don't want to lose it because they're absolutely amazing. Here we go, the English Takeaway, the Mecca. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. And I feel like my life is just falling apart all around me from this, to be honest with you. I'm getting triggered all of the time because I'm bloody hungry all of the time. I almost lost it with my manager today when she mentioned the shaving thing again. I'm going to have to start shaving, which I'm not looking forward to. I've got no respect for peas. Like, previously, they were just a vegetable to me, but now I've been thinking about it. Like, they're on my mind all the time because that's all I can eat. Just these stupid, pathetic, defenseless little peas. Like, some vegetables you can respect, you know. A pea does nothing. It can't even defend itself, you know. Some vegetables have got like thorns upon them. They stop people eating them. A pea's nothing. It's just soft, squishy. You can't even crush it like an M&M and improve your strength or anything. It's pathetic. A pea is pathetic. All right? So, I've got nothing more to say about it, really. I'm just sick of them. Tomorrow will be my week, and I'm going to film myself eating my last ever bowl of peas. And I swear to God, that will be the last pea that I ever eat. The last pathetic, disgusting pea that will ever go in my mouth. I've got some stuff to get off my chest, first of all, because I'm a little bit triggered this morning. I finished work early, and I'm trying to walk back from work, right? And unfortunately, my journey takes me right outside a bloody Steiner school, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's like a magical fairy hippie school where hippies send their children and they just do drawings all day and stuff, and they don't wear school uniform. Anyway, I'm trying to walk past it, trying to get home. It's peeing down. It's wet as a bloody otter's pocket outside, all right? And these kids and their parents are just wafting around the pavement, 3-4 abreast, half of them on bloody bikes, right? Just wafting around like a fart in the wind, infecting everyone's nostrils. And I'm saying, excuse me, can you move, can I get past? And the parents are bloody arsey about it. They're making little excuses and stuff. It just does my head in, right? They're milling around in self-congratulatory little pockets of people. Oh, we've done it. We've got our kids to school again today. And they're moaning about how tough it is getting up at 7 o'clock. It's normal. It's normal to get up at 7 o'clock. I myself was up at 5. Do you know why it's normal for most people? Because they've got a bloody job. Idiots. God, they're so proud of themselves. Oh, I got up at 7 and got my kid to school. It's the least you should be doing, you absolute spasmoid. And do you really think you're doing your child any favours? He's 13 years old. He's called bloody Thaddeus or Tarquin or Rainbow or something. And he's wearing a bloody waistcoat and a pair of flares and a little hat on him. Jesus Christ, it's practically child abuse. If you're going to raise your children like that, at least make sure they don't get in the normal folks' way. Christ almighty, on your bloody bikes. They all think they're doing the world a bloody favour. Oh, we're riding our bikes to school. That's fine, but just ride them in a bloody orderly manner. Get on the road like you're meant to be. Or if you're going to go on the pavement, at least do it single file. I'm very cross and I'm sorry to be ranting, but I need to get it off my chest. I've been into work today and I'm a care assistant, right? I work out in the community, but every Monday I've got to go in and get my timesheet signed off at head office. So I've gone in, I'm queuing up with everyone else to get it done, and I have this sense of impending doom come upon me. I look up, and sure enough, it's my fat wench of a manager waddling her way over. She's taking a break from eating gangsters to come and confront me, right? And that's what she does, moaning about my appearance again, about the fact that I'm not clean-shaven. I explained to her, I did it for you last week. That's the first time I've clean-shaven in about 2 years, right? And it left me with red blotches all over my skin and then dried skin a couple of days later. It's a medical issue. And she bats it straight back at me and says, it's not a medical issue, Callum. It's a hygiene issue.
There's people standing round me and she's making out that I'm a dirty birdie, like I'm an infectious disease or something. It's a millimetre of stubble. How's it a hygiene issue? What the hell does she think I'm doing? Going in and unwrapping patients' bandages and rubbing my stubble upon their gaping wounds? Do me a favour, you're clueless. You work in an office and you spend all day long eating. You don't know what my job is. You've not got any idea. Shut your fat pie hole. Right? Anyway, she's threatened me with a verbal warning next time I go in like this. I don't care. I do not care. I'll be pre-prepared. What I'm going to do, I'm going to unwrap a load of Mars bars, pre-prepared, right? As soon as she opens that fat mouth of hers, I'll just lob a few of them in there. She'll be all like, won't be able to resist them. Gobble, 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 gobbling them down, and I'll just scarp her before she can give me the verbal warning. Don't care, right? I'm on a 0-hour contract. You barely pay me minimum wage. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I actually like the job. I just go work for another care agency. It's ridiculous. Honest to God, I've looked it up online, and apparently I've not got a leg to stand on. The employer can put any reasonable requests upon you in terms of grooming. Although there was one little shining light on there, everyone's got to be treated equally. So she's going to make me shave, I'll make her shave, because she's got fat, repulsive, thick, dark hairs worming their way out between the folds of fat upon her neck, like dark, demented interracial maggots. I'll make her shave if she makes me shave. Equals bloody peoples. Honest to God, it is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman before some idiot starts on with the sexism. I don't care. I honestly do not care about working underneath a woman. I'll be under, I'll be over them. I'm not fussy. I can't be, right? And it's nothing to do with the fact that she's dominant or powerful. You look at my Pornhub history, you see I quite like that kind of thing. But what I do have an issue with is some fat idiot getting involved in making my job more difficult when she knows absolutely nothing about it. Forcing me to shave. I don't consent. I don't consent. It's basically forced face rape. It's ridiculous. Just had enough. I don't care if I get sacked. In fact, I probably will get sacked if she ever sees this. In fact, I may as well go the whole hog. By the way, love, everyone in the whole office laughs at you. There is no substitute for showering. Liberally dousing yourself in cheap budget perfume does not cover the smell of your rancid, repulsive sweat. Dickhead.